guys, this is Backdraft and welcome to another Redstone showcase. In this video, I'm going to show you this design for 1.17 Obsidian farm that uses the new lava generation mechanic. So the 1.17 snapshots are upon us, and in the last couple, Mojang introduced a new lava generation mechanic, and this is how it works. You use this new block called a dripstone block. You put one of those down, and underneath that you put one of the dripstone stalactites, or whatever they're called, and then above the dripstone block you put a lava source. Underneath the stalactite, you put a cauldron, and with that setup, the lava will drip down into the cauldron and eventually fill it up. A lot of players have been messing around with this new mechanic and have been trying to figure out uses for it. Everyone's been saying, oh, you can fill up a storage system and then have unlimited lava buckets, or you can feed the lava buckets directly into a furnace ray because it's the best fuel source in the game, but it doesn't seem like anybody has realized that you could totally make an obsidian farm out of this. And to do that, you would take those lava buckets, which are now easily farmed, and feed them into a dispenser like I have right here. When that dispenser fires off, if there is a water source flowing downwards directly in front of it, it will generate an obsidian block just like this. So put those two mechanics together and bam, you have an obsidian farm. So there are two farms technically within this entire system. The first is the lava farm, and the second is the obsidian generator, where the player will stand and AFK mine obsidian. So first, let's talk about the lava farm. So the lava farm is this bit right here at the top of the entire system. This lava farm was designed by Rayworks, and I will leave a link in the description to his design. Essentially, I wanted a lava farm that was as fast as possible, and a bunch of people have been messing around and have designed their own, but this one is pretty much the fastest one I have found. So the way this farm works is we have a 16 by 16 area of cauldrons with the dripstone and lava sources directly above those, so those cauldrons will eventually fill up with lava. Now the player will be in a minecart traveling along this rail right here with buckets in their inventory, aiming up at the cauldrons and filling up the buckets with lava. Along the sides of those rails are these dispenser systems, which will allow the player to refill the buckets in their inventory. These droppers here will constantly be spitting out buckets, which will then land on top of this hopper. Essentially what this is an infinite dispenser loop so that the buckets will never despawn. Once they end up in this hopper right here, they will be fed back into this dropper, which will feed them back into the main dropper, and then they will then get dispensed out again. This hopper is constantly filled up with buckets, so when one is dispensed, one will be freed up, and one will be sucked back into the hopper. There will be quite a few that accumulate here, so the player will be able to pick some up. If you're curious about more detail on how this works, you can just check out Rayworks' video once again. Now for a demo of all this in action, I'm going to start off by turning on all of the bucket dispensers with this lever right here. Then I'm going to get in this minecart. I'm going to look right about here so that when I pass underneath the cauldrons, I will collect the lava from the first one and then immediately go to the next row and collect the lava from that one. So all I got to do now is just hold down right click, and I'll be collecting the lava buckets. You can see as soon as I collect the lava buckets, they are immediately thrown out of my inventory. And as I go by the dispensers, I am collecting more buckets and my inventory is replenished. The lava buckets are then collected by these hoppers underneath. And we also have a few hopper minecarts going back and forth just in case one of the lava buckets lands on top of the stone here. All of those hoppers feed into this storage system. So there's 48 double chests here. Now keep in mind that each lava bucket takes up one space in the chest. So I wanted to have enough chests to ensure that we could get at least a double chest of obsidian when it's all said and done. So that's why I have as many as I need. You can do as little or as many as you want, depending on your preference. Now for the obsidian generator. So all of those lava buckets are fed into two dispensers right down here. There's one right here and one over here. And they're fed through this hopper line, which is coming off directly from the storage system. I have the timings of these dispensers set up just right so that you will be constantly mining obsidian. Let me demo exactly what I'm talking about. So the AFK spot will be right here. You'll be looking at this piece of obsidian on the left-hand side, and then once that one breaks, you'll be looking at the side face of the obsidian on the right-hand side. So once this one breaks, you'll immediately start mining the next one. You'll mine out that one, and then immediately the left one will regenerate again. Let me demo that right here. So once I break that piece of obsidian, I'll be mining that one. That one will break. The first one will regenerate, and I'm constantly mining obsidian. So once the obsidian breaks, it will get sucked up by the hopper underneath, And this comparator will activate for a split second, which will be picked up by this observer. And that observer is feeding repeater lines directly behind them. Now on this side, we have 3 repeaters set to full delay and 1 repeater set to 2 ticks. That's the exact timing we need to ensure we're constantly mining obsidian from this side. Over here, it doesn't really matter what it is. We just have 1 repeater set to full delay because this observer will technically fire twice and we don't want the dispenser to fire twice. So with a full delay, the signal will just constantly be on regardless of how many times the observer fires. Coming around to the back, there's a couple more things going on back here. We have 2 item filters set up for these hoppers directly underneath the dispensers, and these item filters are going to filter out the empty buckets. So once the lava is dispensed, the dispenser will be left with an empty bucket. That will immediately get sucked up by this hopper and fed into these droppers down here. There's 1 dropper right over here for this dispenser and another one over here. Now, these droppers are powered by the same redstone line that are fed from the comparators. So essentially every time we mine an obsidian, we will dispense a bucket back into this water stream. And the last little bit around the back here is these 2 chests, which is just the storage system for the obsidian. Now, like I said, I added enough chests up there to ensure that we'll have enough lava to get about a double chest of obsidian. I just added an extra double chest for insurance. Now this water stream will carry the empty buckets over to this water vader, and this water vader goes all the way back up to the lava farm, and the empty buckets will end up in this hopper minecart right here. Now this detector block is feeding into a little circuit that is detecting if the hopper minecart is full. So once it is full, this sticky piston will retract and let the hopper minecart go back off and replenish the buckets in these dispenser systems along the side of the lava farm. So to demonstrate that real quick, once this hopper minecart fills up, the piston will retract and the hopper minecart will go off to replenish the buckets. So as for the efficiency and the rate of this farm is technically most efficient when you have 2 players. 1 player up here collecting all of the lava and another player down here mining the obsidian. If you are able to have 2 players AFK here, then you'll be able to constantly run this farm without stopping. But if you are by yourself, you would just collect all of the lava buckets up top, and once you fill up the storage system, go back down and AFK mine all the obsidian. Finally, the rates of this farm. So if you have a haste 2 beacon and an efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, you can in theory mine 1 obsidian every 1.55 seconds. That will give you about 23 to 2400 obsidian per hour. Now, of course, there's always going to be a little bit of lag time with the repeaters and the time it takes from 1 obsidian to break to the time you start mining the next one. And after doing a bunch of testing, I've calculated that lag time is about 0.2 of a second per obsidian. So with that, we should be able to get about 2000 obsidian per hour. And I did do some tests with a couple AFK sessions on this farm and have confirmed that we do get about that. So that's it for this redstone showcase. If you guys enjoyed it, please do not hesitate to hit that thumbs up. A like is really appreciated. I am super excited for 1.17. I hope you guys are as well. If you're looking forward to future redstone showcase videos, then hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. I am currently trying to get to 500 subscribers. I have been stuck just under it for quite a while. Anything you guys could do to help me out is much appreciated. I'll see you guys again. Take care. Bye-bye.